Hey guys, what's going on today? This is Dalsoo. We are back continuing the saga, de Banner. Little French for you. Anyway, let's go ahead and roll on out. We did the training on the last episode, so we're gonna try to move forward in the plot. Push forward. Man, I really am digging the game. I love the additional optimization options.
The miners of Bindal are a rough crowd. Not a bad place to recruit new blades.
Fair enough. The old wanderer fights his way up next to you. Can't see a damn thing in this mess. Guess old Ernx hasn't forgiven you yet after all. That's the bird, right? Shouldn't you be dead already? I don't remember there being much to see here. Keep bringing up Ernx and you'll cough up more than phlegm. Yeah, shouldn't you have died already? Spar grunts. Soon enough, I reckon. Of course, these old bones won't be forming any mountain brambles, more like. Won't be forming any mountain brambles, more like. He squints into the distance. Well, what a profound thing to say. There's bound to be more people from Omsdaler trying to find a new home in Bindal, Spar says. Crowded towns haven't always been good for us. What's got you worried, old man? There's never been trouble we couldn't fight our way out of, or we're only stopping long enough supplies. Yeah, do you have a specific concern you'd like to voice? A bunch of ravens set loose upon a slew of scared men and women is what. It won't take much to have the guards after us, if they let us in at all. He has a point, but there's little to be done about it. The idea of being around so many others in such a confined space makes you tense. You crave a long hunt and sleep in solitude. Okay. I'm just a very unfriendly big giant. Fine. Cool. I like the tower in the middle here. There's another one in the distance. A lot of little details in the drawings if you look. All these people are looking for food and a home. Well, so are we, right? Well, the food part anyway. 8 days of supplies. That might influence my decisions a little bit. Great morale. And I'm looking for ale. Is that so much to ask for? I love that guy. He's just the token drunk. A lot of towers. Looks like they have a drain running right through their camp. That's not good planning, Vikings. I bet that scout tower already sent word of us being here. Well, probably so. Oh, look, it's like a Norse hall. Great hall. Like in the 13th Warrior. The snowstorm is worse than ever as you arrive at the walls of the mining town of Bindal. The gates are closed and you beat a fist against them. Open the Thane gates, you shout. From the wall, two menders look down on you, then recede. Soon the gates open enough for a half-dozen well-trained guards to greet you. Their one-eyed captain points and says, "Just you." Okay, Folka steps to your side, not alone. She comes with me. Little protection. The captain takes a moment to assess the situation and nods. Before following him through the gates, you bark commands to other ravens to stay close and vigilant. Yeah, just make sure you don't let me get murdered in here, alright? Inside the small gatehouse are two members from the wall, a woman with a fancy spear and a cub of a man holding a staff. A cub of a man. So a little bitty tiny little munchkin man. Valka Zephyr. It is the Raven Banner. So this guy's name is Nichols. He's the munchkin. So it seems, but why here? Why now? So she's a mender named Zephyr. Just passing through on our way to the Blue River, but this blasted storm caught us. Planned to come back this way afterwards for more work, but now we need some food and a place to hole up. We brought some people with us. They need a new home. I'm sure it felt like the right thing to do, but we're already beyond our capacity here. Are you Bulwark? Bulwark Bloodaxe? Well, yes, little man, I am. Hold your tongue, Nichols. Or I'll cut it out. Well, why would I be threatening to some new person? What do you know about me, boy? I've heard all your tales. I can't believe your cold bear cloak is real. Is it true your axe handles are made from your own horns? That's pretty badass if it is. The older mender places a hand on the young man's shoulder. Wow, I never knew I was traveling with such a legend. You better know it, baby. You ignore her. Are you in charge here? Where's the governor? The governor left for Arborong a while back with most of the fighters to settle a dispute of some kind. The Minder Council sent me to bring the people of Bindal west, as we've heard too many rumors of dredge. Well, that's probably wise. More than rumors, we were in Borsgard, saw Bellower. Yep. The immortal Sunder, how did you escape? Immortal was a joke. He's dead. Nickel's eyes go wide, but Zephyr looks pensive. Oh, nice little vocabulary drop there. What about the great rift that opened between Borsgard and Olmstar? We managed. Yes, we did. We floated. Zephyr looks like she wants to press you for more information. Well, you know, baby, I just fly sometimes. Enough. Open the gates for my ravens. Yes, do. Mercenaries will only panic the people. With everyone from Olmstar, it's all I can do to keep them from stampeding like wild yaks. This is a tough choice. Like, do we really... do we want to come in? What's the advantage of attacking the walls? Do you think we would get more supplies? I don't know. It seems like there's not a whole lot of advantage to sort of forcing our way in. Like, as long as we're allowed to kind of go in and out as we please, we want to shop or whatever. You know, see a movie. We'll camp outside. That's fine. Thank you. You'll have all the assistance with a shelter Valka and her assistant can give you. Funny you won't let us in when we're on a job for one of your own. You snarl at Folka for saying too much. She shrugs in response. Cool it! I'm not aware of another Valka being out this direction. Who has tasked you? Juno. Zephyr steps back at the name and studies your face for a moment. That's right, we're with Juno. Nichols, you and the guards, see what you can do outside the walls for the people. I'll see to it and make sure the ravens are comfortable. The young mender nods respectfully to Zephyr and grins at you and Folka before leading the guards through the gate. Okay, morale has improved by that. I'm inviting only the two of you to stay within our walls and enjoy a bit more warmth and comfort. Okay, so... Right, so I made the decision to camp outside, and as a leader, if I were to go get all silk swaddled and make a hot pocket while everyone's out in the snow, that's kind of fucked up, and it's also just not good leadership, so I'm going to say I'm sticking with my peeps. Suit yourself, but your mistrust is unnecessary. Maybe, but I shouldn't have to tell you about my job from your superior just to get an invitation. Damn straight. My superior... No, you misunderstand. You have no job. The Valka, known as Juno, is dead. What? Oh, my God. She's dead. To speak in all tongues. That's a important sounding title. Are we going to switch now? We're going to switch characters. What's going to happen? I'll just have to shut up and let it happen. Oh, we are back. We're very close to them, aren't we? The once energetic Mender approaches, looking both worn and troubled. He does look a little older, doesn't he? I'm not sure I thanked you for the time to recover. I never woven a spell that strong before. Are you sure you're ready to move on? You look... I know, I caught my reflection earlier. It's a more mature look. That's for damn sure. The Mender grins and a hint of his former youth shines through. Not everyone would have stopped for so long, especially with the ground rumbling like it has. We're all people in need of help here. We'll get there no matter how long it takes. Your floating bridge costs a lot of lives. Do you know what's causing the ground to shake? I mean, I'm ambivalent here. You've grown up to really care about everyone here. Alette, it's a gift, and I hope you'll never lose it. He weaves a bit more on the armor. Have you given any thought to my offer? I think some mending could really benefit you. You consider his offer. So I can choose to get some spells? Is that what you're saying? Okay. It looks like I might have to, they might be mutually exclusive. Like if I do go with spells, then I won't get to improve my bow and arrow skill. So I'm going to stick with being a hunter, I guess. He smiles at you. Your ability with that bow will only grow. That and your decisiveness will probably serve you better than any spell weaving I can teach you. Okay, so he kind of reinforced my decision. You thank him as he walks away. All right. So at what point does Juno die? Is she already dead? Are we going to see her die in an exciting climactic moment? What's going to happen with that? Ivan's going to be crushed because that's his boo. Game trail, one of the few gathered hunters says, looking at a beaten path of grass. No telling what we might find down it, but it'll fill some stomachs. Yeah, you guys better go hunt. A wager might even increase the competitive aspect, which might make for more meat. Go for it. Everyone in the group starts smiling and tossing coins in a purse before heading down the trail. When it branches, 2 hunters sprint left, and 3 think the center trail looks promising. You consider what to do. So, I'm also on this hunt, apparently. Let's go like off the beaten trail. Here I go again on my own, you know. You choose to hunt alone and move down the path quietly. Sure enough, a couple of hares bolt for cover. I don't like these sounds. Before you can sight them, but it's not that you they're afraid of. The scent hits you as a bear crashes through the brush nearby. You instinctively aim and fire, scoring a shot no one will ever believe. Yep. You shot 537 pounds of meat. I'm having Oregon Trail flashbacks here. However, you were only able to carry 100 pounds back. One hunter was wounded, but it will heal. The two others brought back a large boar, but you are clearly the victor. +5 renown, baby. You should give everyone back their coin and drinks. Oh, you do give everyone back their coin, and drinks are shared while the injured man his leg is mended, alright? Later, the entire caravan enjoys the stories of the hunt while feasting. Yeah, I shot a bear. Little 12-year-old, 13-year-old girl. How do you like that, you damn misogynists? Girl power. Easy, boy. A clansman shouts as a yak's cart nearly topples to one side. The tamped path of the Eastway Road has steadily turned into a cracked shamble. Looking ahead, it only gets worse. Various chasms gape like open mouths. You glance back to Ivan, who looks at you and shakes his head. The entire caravan comes to a halt. Yeah, he's not going to be able to do any more floating rocks, I don't think. We'll be eating our belts before finding a way across this broken road, especially with this many. And there's no telling how far we've had to backtrack to head north. Then we'll head south across the Ormsa riverbed. We can head towards Gundar and on west. Trigavir peers around Hakon's elbow before coming fully into view. Heading south is questionable. Those people. Why do you say that? Maybe I spent a lifetime there. Plenty of things to eat under logs, but there's also people in the bogs. His eyes go wide. Did you rhyme on purpose? The skald should hear my rhyme. But what's wrong with heading south? Different ways of living. Old ways. Stick to the mud. The cragsmen are less bothersome. I think he's talking about the boggers, the rough backwards people of Swartzbog. Tragby frowns at Ivor. Words like that can find you swollen, filled with poison. He puffs out his cheeks and stares at Ivor. This is why Varl tend to keep to themselves. Each human is crazy in their own way. Very true. It's like an Anna Karenina thing. A little literature joke for you guys. Tragavi hunches over with laughter until he suddenly stops, sniffs the air, and marches away. Strange, but it's a fair warning. We're crossing over into lands most of us have never seen. Just because we left those dredge behind doesn't mean we won't have more wars ahead of us. If we had more supplies, I'd say we should stop for a few days and train some of those clansmen to fight. You consider your options. We need to keep moving, I think. Ivor looks over the incredibly small caravan. He waits for Hakon to walk away before saying anything. It's your responsibility to keep these people alive, you know. There's nothing for you to say. I'm doing my best, man. I do like the idea of going into the swamp, though, as someone from Louisiana. There's always, like, a swamp world in a lot of games, and, you know, I like to see those represented. A group of 24 humans, thin and dirty, step off the rough path to let the caravan pass. Please, a young girl says. Anything to eat? Her mother, eyes averted, pulls the girl by the arm to silence her. I'm not going to give him my food. Why are you out here? I'll just say you can join us. Worried glances are exchanged among the group until a man says, better than us starving out here on our own. They all tend to agree and thank you, joining the rear of the caravan. 24 clansmen. No fighters, though, huh? So I just took on a bunch of... Wow, look at that. Is that rain? Okay. Once you cross the Ormsa riverbed, the wind ceases to cut through the humid air. The darkening sky lets loose its rain, and soon fat drops of water turn the dirt path into sucking mud. Slowing the caravan, cloaks are pulled overhead, and children and animals are wrangled near the carts. So, I am in the swamp now. I can feel it. Very boggy. The mountains cease, of course. No mountains in the swamp. The two things are diametrically opposed. Clansmen forage stew. 19 days of supplies. Could rest at some point. Odalith's white cloak is in pitiful shape. Yeah, this is not the place for high fashion. I don't know how people live in this, she says. Well, it's not easy. I've heard it only gets worse the further south you go. Her comment draws attention to how few signs of life there are around you, and you can't shake the feeling of being watched. Well, you're obviously not in a swamp if there are few signs of life. The lowing of the usually quiet yaks indicates the beast's difficulty pulling the carts. You're up to your knees in it when the scout comes to you. Found some stone marker that leads us a few paths of solid ground over there. He points while shouting over the yaks. Uneven and bumpy, but easier than this. Stone markers. Yeah, so that might be a little more populated, but go ahead and lead the way. The caravan changes course slowly, but you soon see the low stone markers, some with sticks tied around them. The caravan picks up speed over the lumps of packed ground until a child screams. You rush back to see the boy being pulled out of a hole in one of the mounds you crossed. Inside, you see blackened rat bodies buried only inches beneath the bog. You're walking across the burial ground. Well, if Jeremiah Johnson taught me anything, it's you shouldn't walk across ancient burial grounds. Get everyone moving, Ivor says. There's a chance we make it out of here without anyone knowing we were here. You start urging everyone on, but feel Rugga watching you. Yeesh. Run, run, run. Yes, we're getting the boggy blues now. They're all around us, shouts a man near the edge of the caravan, and we're stuck in this mud. Cragsmen have encircled you. Their leader steps forth and shouts, "There's no price but blood for crossing through the land of our dead." Shouts ring out. They're preparing for an attack. Let's send the swampy guy to parley. Hey, Swampy, get out there. Didn't I tell you easy isn't always easy? He says. He looks nervous, a reaction you have never really seen from him before. What if they listen to me as well as you do? Do what you can so we can get ready for an attack. He looks you in the eye for the first time in memory. Best to only sleep once in strange places, he says before spinning on his heel. He marches out across the bog, hands held high in peace. Your fighters take this opportunity to get into a better position, shoving clansmen further into the center. A few cragsmen surround him while he addresses the leader in his animated fashion. The man allows him to finish before shouting, "He's forgotten our ways. Welcome home, boy." Those surrounding him pierce him repeatedly with spears before you can lead the charge. Dude's dead. Don't come back to the swamp. Roughly the size of the enemies. So I've got to take the field. The whole bog seems to move with the approaching cragsmen. Eric, the ward from Strand, says, "I know this sounds mad, but they're bringing battle-trained bears. If we weaken one, I can make it ours." He smiles at your confusion. Ask the governor of Strand. They're helpful in certain situations. Hacken growls. "We could lose our lives, and he wants a new pet?" You consider what to do. It better be worth it. Clear the battlefield except for one bear. That leaves the rest to me. Okay. The battle begins. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We'll take him and who else? Maybe Ivor. Take all our heavy hitters here. Can we upgrade her before? I think we can. Overwatch. Knocks an arrow and waits, who moves within our bow's range. So it's just like on XCOM. Yeah, okay. I like Overwatch. Confirm. Let's give her... She's already got robust ×2. Let's give her a little extra armor, I guess. Alright, good. Let's do it. This will be the end of the long video. Bears, she says. Alright. I like the idea of putting her on Overwatch, so let's get her a little bit closer to things. But like maybe one step behind the giant over here. Also, you should be a step behind the giant, I think. And you should probably be a little bit off to the side. Alright, let's go with that. War. Okay, so I gotta leave the bear. Jeez, they're pretty beefy, as I guess you would expect from a bear. Okay, she does have the rain of arrows. Fire arrows at a greater range with a 100% chance to hit. But what damage will I do? 1 damage? That's so not worth it. Jesus Christ. Alright, this is bad. How the hell are we going to do these bears? It's not going to happen. We've got to kill at least one of the bears. There's nothing else for it. Yeah, why don't you smash the patriarchy here? The bear patriarchy. Ooh, he absorbed some. Alright, 12. Wasn't so bad. Alright, we'll leave this bear for sure. Let's go ahead and kill him. Nice. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, Ivan. We can mend. This, all it does is restore armor, though. It's not worth it otherwise. What's our attack gonna do here? Can we break his armor a bit? Let's do that. That's probably the best use of our time right now. We do have to deal with this fucking bear. That's fine. Alright, let's smash this guy's face. Ouch. Jesus Christ, man. How's that possible? Alright, well. Let's move back here to where we're kind of protected. Get this guy for 6 damage. So he's... Wow! Artery strike. Hell yeah. My giant is down. Okay. Thread the needle or Overwatch. I think she should probably try out Overwatch. Like here-ish. Right in between them. Okay, she shot him. Alright, you gotta use a special ability here. Capture bear, but if he dies, you can't capture the bear. So you're gonna have to get the hell out of here. Overwatch killed him. Nice. I think we just back off here, really. I think that's the smart play. And then maybe mend. Oh, I don't know. Mend him? Sounds good. Alright, we want to smash this guy for sure. And then we'll see if we can capture this bear. I like that Overwatch ability. It just kind of keeps going, you know. Alright, 2 damage, fair enough. So how does this capture bear work? I don't want the bear, like, moving towards these guys, so I'm gonna do that. Somebody's gonna have to go deal with this fucking archer, though. Oh, she's moving forward, okay. Alright, that wasn't so bad. Alright, why don't you get behind this trap. And then, you know what, just go ahead and shoot his armor. 3. Get rid of him. Oh, he moved around the trap. That's a smart fucking bear. Smarter than the average for sure. Okay, capture bear. It's only if it's the last enemy unit. Otherwise, you're pretty much useless. Give her willpower. Well, it's not a definite that we're going to win here, but probably. I can kill her. Okay, good. Alright. So, my trap just totally missed. So we're all about trying to kill this dude. So let's do that. And then we'll see about capturing this bear. Man, she's really good now that she can, well, there goes Alette. She's really good now that she gets... Ah, fuck. There we go. Capture bear. Okay. Alright, guys, this episode has run on a little bit too long, so I'm going to end it there. You know, we got some upgrades. We got some injured people. I'll let you guys check it out. Wow, we get an extra renown for a wartime leader. Hacken's been injured. Yeah, everybody's been injured, I know. It was a tough fight. Especially since we were trying to capture that fucking bear. 8 renown. And yeah, we'll continue from there. I'm going to end the episode before you guys see much of anything here. Let's
Baldringer's flame welcomes endless war. But why?
Alright, I'm going to end the episode there, and we'll probably revisit this part on the next one. Thanks for watching. See you then.